tonight.
Getting back in the dating game. You're optimistic about meeting the right one. But after going on date after date with different prospects and not getting a second date, you begin to wonder, why am I not getting a call back? Am I saying wrong? Was there a red flag I didn't notice? If you've asked yourself this, you should order The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. In this book, you'll identify what the dating process should look like. What should I ask on the first date? What should I know and ask 30 days after dating them? What are red and green flags? How to date long distance, and more. Pre-order a new copy of Greg Davis's new book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating, a guide of removing guessing and eliminating the games. Order now at www.gregdavisshow.com. Again, that's gregdavisshow.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. It is a great day to be alive. Welcome to When the Right One Comes, the men's edition. I believe it's week 58.
No, I think we're at 59, aren't we?
Is it 59? Well, you the record keeper.
Yeah, I'm slow today, but I think it's 59. But if it's not, then 58.
Somebody will tell us it's 59. I think it's 59. You might be right. Y'all invite and share. Put somebody's name in there. Put about 10 women's names in there to get them to come in. Please come on in. And Teresa, you're always the first one. Thank you so much. We celebrate you, Teresa. Thank you for always being the first one saying hello to us. Angelica says it's 59. 59. All right. Let's invite and share. Let's invite and share. Let's invite and share. Let's invite and share. Thank you to the men. They're so faithful. Let's get it on up to 500 tonight. I need y'all to be as they used to say in church, a committee of one to invite and share. Put a bunch of folks' names in there on tonight. If it's your first time, say it's my first time. It's my first time. I got about 80 some books left that I want to sign out of 200 that I'm signing. So do's and don'ts of dating. The do's and don'ts of dating. Do's and don'ts of dating. If you're not getting a call back after the first date, why? What to talk about 30 days in, what to talk about on the first date, what to talk about how to function in a long distance relationship. How do you function in how does that work for you? Chapter on that. Red flags. Wake up, Antoine. Red flags versus you took a nap there. Red flags versus green flags. Greg Davis Show. GregDavisShow.com. Go order the do's and don'ts of dating. I'm pushing my book. I pushed everybody else. This time I'm pushing this book hard. So go get the do's and don'ts of dating. Is that
where do we get it from?
Right at the bottom, GregDavisShow.com. Greg Davis Show. I need about 30 of y'all tonight to go and buy the book. Don't you want to know how to date? All the questions y'all give me in my DM. Good God Almighty. Some of y'all need to have a book club. Some of y'all that's rewatching this need to order them for your singles group, your ministry, all that. Yeah, y'all do that. GregDavisShow.com. You're talking about the wrong things on first dates. Talking about the wrong things. Just asking everything. And we're going to get into that tonight as we talk about the do's and don'ts of dating. All right. Go order. I need 30 of y'all. And throughout the program, say, just put a green check. Done. Now, don't take away from your offer now. Okay. Because then I have to pay them out of my book money. Just put a green check and say it's done. It's done. It's done. Sitting there looking at the phone, wondering why they ain't calling you back. Let me tell you why. The men gonna touch on it tonight. What's that shirt you got on there, Dwayne?
My Rico Suave.
Yeah,
my Rico Suave feel tonight.
So are you single, Dwayne?
Yes, sir, Bishop.
Like single.
Yes, sir, Bishop.
Like nobody is gonna hit you after this and say, "Oh yeah."
Yes, sir, Bishop.
Okay, all right. Antoine, what about you?
Yes, sir. I'm so single.
Hey, this is the question.
Give it to him one time.
Hey.
Like a single bill, $1 bill.
Yes, sir. I'm so single, man. I don't even turn my phone upside down at dinner anymore. I'm so single, Bishop. I don't take my phone in the bathroom while I'm sitting on the toilet anymore.
Come on, give it to him.
That's real single. That's real single. Now, wait a minute. When you sit the phone down at dinner,
Yes, sir.
you do like this. No,
Mine be like this. Mine like this.
Have at it. Have at it. What about you?
God bless you, Bishop.
Thank you.
That came from the shananana.
That came from sinus, from the depths of my soul.
Right here.
Oh, I see y'all green checks. I think I've seen 3 or 4. Come on. Y'all help me out. You know, we make everybody else bestsellers.
Yeah.
Let do it for our own. That's how we keep the money back in our community. Seriously. The book is $19.99. I'm gonna sign every last one of them. And y'all know I usually push a book for a week and then I'll be done. Y'all invite and share. Johnson looking down. Don't you ask me that question, Bishop. Pastor Johnson, are you single?
Hey, Bishop.
I'm not talking about what your taxes say.
Hey, look, Bishop. No, I'm not single.
Ooh, you messed up some people tonight. They've been sitting here waiting for you. Okay. Perry.
You changed up the game. My God.
Perry.
Huh? Bishop,
Come on, you talk all that bold Candyman stuff.
Bishop, why would you ask this tonight?
What you say? Doggone it of all nights.
All nights. Am I single? No.
Oh. Okay. Roger.
I'm as single as the word is spelled.
Okay. Well, some of y'all answering and saying no, and all of y'all women is pleased tonight. I'm just teasing. You ever see anybody on social media? Look at Antoine laughing. You ever seen anybody on social media put on there that their status is taken, and they do that for everybody that they seeing? I mean, I don't know about it. I'm just yeah. Roger. Frank.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
Is that a yes or no?
It's the voice that had to come this way.
Hell no. Come on. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
We're gonna lose our numbers tonight. They are sitting waiting. He really never answered, but I guess that's a no. He's not.
Dang, Bishop, you put us on the spot with that joint tonight.
Okay. Well, good. Thank y'all.
Are you going to answer, Bishop?
Who, me? Oh, I can answer. Ain't nobody gonna hit me. I'm single. Single. Look.
What is he going to get? Oh, I love this.
Nah, somebody get on here and say something different. I am single. Oh, Claiborne coming on.
You know what he gonna say. Hey, bless you, Prophet. Bless you.
Don't start, nephew. Do not start.
Well, we asking the question of the night. I'm
Okay.
taking over for Frank.
All right, go ahead, Bishop.
You see, look at the brother. I want you to look at the brothers first and look how they looking at me first.
I don't need to lose my voice no more.
Oh, okay.
Look at the brothers how they looking at me.
Look, I don't need to lose my voice no more.
Don't they look mad at me? Especially Perry.
Well, what question did you ask? What question did you ask?
Are you single?
And he gets quiet.
Prophet Claiborne, are you single?
I absolutely am.
Like single?
I'm single.
Hold that down.
Don't look so. Yeah, I don't see. I don't
Yeah,
feel.
hold that
I don't
down,
feel
Bill.
something, Prophet.
I don't feel it in my shot.
Prophet, I don't feel that.
I
Yeah,
know
I don't.
you kind of wavery.
Yeah, he like salt and pepper.
Yeah, my spirit don't agree.
It don't agree either. My spirit don't agree either. Something about his response. It just sounds like it's from the pit.
Wow.
Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany Garth. You bought 2 books. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And LaShonda Dancy bought a book. And let me see who else. Chelsea Boltner. I'm 26 books away. 30 books tonight, y'all. You put your green check. The do's and don'ts of dating. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that.
You see what Chris said in the comments?
Yeah, I don't believe it. Claiborne either. Claiborne, I don't know him to be a man that he should lie.
It's just love.
I'm single, Bishop. I'm single.
Michelle said I missed the answers, but I could tell by the faces. Okay, Michelle, guess who? There's 2 brothers on here that's taken, and they looking at me like, "Oh my God, this is just going on and on and on and on and on and on." All right,
Michael texting his like, "Hey,
Well, Bishop, they single until they married.
everybody's single. Perry definitely is what? Michelle. He definitely single, Michelle.
Perry definitely laugh out loud. Yikes!
Prophet Claiborne is lying from the pits of hell. Hey, Krista, do you know personally? Do you know that to be a personal lie? Is there a reason why you would say that would be a lie? Are we going to get a scoop right here?
We're not getting no scoop.
Oh, Michelle said he's not single.
Oh, Michelle, do you know?
Not you, Perry.
Michelle, do you know?
All right, well, let's get started.
So Bishop, is there a difference between being single and being in a committed relationship?
You can be single and be dating. You're getting data. And then you get in a committed relationship. You're not single if you're in a committed relationship.
Okay. Because you know they're gonna say that you said originally until you are married, you are single.
That is
Look at what Daphne said.
I know I was about to say that too. I was like, what?
Tired of attracting young men. I'm no cougar for Mount.
No, on Mountain Lion.
Okay. I'm single and tired of attracting young men. I'm no cougar.
Please keep the sound effects coming.
So what are you looking for, Daphne? You see somebody up here you want?
But
who's young though?
I'm confused. If she's not a cougar and she's not a mountain lion and she's not a single man, then what is left?
She said she don't want young.
Dawn,
Dawn, your age.
Your friend and niece, Perry, she's you know Dawn Divine? Yeah, she loves you. She said you're lying though.
You see it?
Don Divine.
You about right. You know, Dawn got a little prophetic gift on her. She about right. Because I think I've heard you say that before, that you don't want your DMs all flooded. So he may be lying. He did not confirm. Nor did he.
He went on mute. He went on mute. Smart man.
We're gonna move on. Where are you at, Claiborne?
You know, I'm on this photo shoot, so I'm downtown Philly, and I was
Okay.
on the spot.
You moved yet? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be telling your business.
Right?
I'm sorry. I'm just telling it all. I think I need to go to bed. I'm gonna be actually in.
Need to go to bed.
I think I'm gonna be. We may be there at the same time. I'm gonna be in Camden preaching on
Okay.
October 6th, and I'm gonna spend a few days in Philly. To be with my daughter.
Yeah.
I might have to come up and meet you, kind
Yeah,
sir.
I'll be there for a few days. If you can come, I'm gonna be with Daheem Watson on the 6th of October.
I won't be back into the 9th though.
Good man.
Will you still be there?
No. I'm getting in earlier before the engagement and spend time with my daughter.
Okay.
But
Well, if you get in early, yeah, just let me know.
yeah.
We definitely hook up.
Okay. All right.
Why does he look cold though?
Huh?
Claiborne look cold, like he wrapped up in Alaska.
Is it cold there?
At night, the temperature's dropping,
Oh, okay.
and I'm out. Anyway, we'll go on. Move on. That's
So,
right. I'm Danielle. How are you? How are you?
You're always in a different location, Doc. They paying attention.
all right. So we're dealing with dating etiquette 101. What do you do or say if you're attracted to the person you're dating, but not the way they dress?
Ooh.
Example, is it possible to dress too sexy on the first date? What if someone is dressed too conservatively? Dwayne. You want to read it again?
Yeah. No, I heard it, but I'm just trying to see which way I want to go with that. Is it possible to dress too sexy or too conservative?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's possible to dress too conservative. I think it might be possible to dress too sexy, though, depending upon where you're going.
On the first date?
It's possible
Yeah.
to dress too conservative.
On a yeah, well, go ahead.
Yes.
You explain that.
If you show up with a ankle dress on,
Blue
that
jeans.
go to your ankles, looking like you on the motherboard at a Pentecostal church, it's too conservative.
Or a prophetic gown.
A sundress is different. But if you show up looking like a missionary,
Yeah, tell them about the
That's
prophetic gown, Frank.
it's too conservative, brother. I don't know about no prophetic gown.
Yeah, it come all the way down, and the train filled the temple.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So no missionaries.
Okay. Antoine.
I don't know. Because the first date to me is just a get to know you. So we always talk about not bringing your representative. We always say, don't bring your representative. Be who you are. And then the first thing we're saying is, well, bring your representative. So for me, I think you should just dress in what is natural and normal to you, and then see if that person really likes it or not.
Yeah.
So do you tell them if you don't, or you just don't call them again?
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything that I would say anything about. I mean, even if she wore her missionary, dress, hey Frank, I'm just gonna be like, I guess this is what it is. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. If the curves hit right in that missionary dress, let me tell you something. The curves hit right in that missionary dress, I don't care.
She can wear all day, every day.
See, I'm from Memphis, and
Uh-huh.
we like to check where I'm from. So
Come on.
I'm probably
You
gonna
like
fire
a
you
what?
up. Check. I mean, I'm gonna fire you up. I'm gonna talk about you.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about you on site. I'll be like, why you got this missionary dress on? It's just I'm just gonna have to say something. I'm like, you finna go lay hands after you leave from Eden, ain't it?
So you
Yes,
would
Lord.
you would say something on the first date?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna be like, where your olive oil at? What is going on?
Really?
It's in her purse, Frank.
Absolutely.
It's in her
Absolutely.
purse.
You getting fired up on site. Why do you have this on? Where were you going? Did you just leave a prayer meeting? What is happening?
Maybe she came to pray for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Perry.
I'm with Ray. Like, I'm gonna say something about it. Like, you know what I mean? It may not hold as much weight, but I am gonna say something. I'm gonna make it aware. It's like, you know, that's a bit too much, or that's a bit too less, you know. So I'm gonna say something about it.
You would.
Mm-hmm. I would say something about it.
How many of y'all would say something about the first date dress? Raise your hand. Okay. How many wouldn't? Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing. I'm like the folk in church. Is that the black church? I just won't come back. Yeah.
But I'm confused.
Because
Because-
let me say this before leave your mic on. It don't matter to me because I ain't gonna see you again. Because for me, dress is everything. Because I hate to see, like one time, me and my sister Lola was out, Claiborne, and this guy had on a fur coat. This Detroit, you know, he had on the fur coat, and she had on a trench coat. And I hate to see a brother out with a woman that they don't, you know, to me, you are you know, if she don't have a fur and you taking out for the first time, then don't wear your fur. Because I mean, so go ahead. Dress is everything for me.
Well, you know, dresses. I'm with you. You know, fashion is everything for me. But I think y'all are too harsh on this first date. And the reason why I say I think you're too harsh on this first date, you don't know what she got in her closet. She wore that one outfit. That don't mean that that's her whole layout. I'm with Jackson. Like, wait, like you already judging. She ain't your woman. You just take her on a first date. You don't own her, and she can wear whatever she want to wear. I'm not moved by whether it's two less or two more, because this is just the first date. She might not like what I got on in the first. She might not like what you got on, Frank, and start trashing you. Like, where you going with that on? And you gonna get an attitude and say, "This is my outfit.
Again,
I can wear what I want to wear."
Again, it's the first date.
Right. It's the first date.
Impressions are everything.
Come on.
So that says a lot about you that
But
you
Frank-
showed up with this on the first
you-
date.
Watch this. But no, y'all pick one outfit because Bishop said both directions. Bishop said two.
That's the first outfit that I'm seeing you in.
Okay, so let's give you this. I'm gonna give you that. But what if the tables was turned and she didn't like your outfit?
Impossible.
Okay.
I've been there.
Okay.
I told y'all the skinny jean. I told y'all the skinny jean
She
story.
don't like my outfit. We ain't going out no more. Okay.
And I ain't seeing it no more. Absolutely. Y'all invite me.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really don't care. You know what I mean? She don't like it, then oh well, I just won't be with you no more. See you no more.
It don't matter to me how the woman looks if she can't dress. Because dressing for me is something that I enjoy. So it's not gonna be, you know, I'm serious. Marvin Winans wrote one book, and that one book I love. And he talks about images, everything. For me, images, for me, I'm talking about me. Image.
Can you teach her how to dress?
Huh?
Can you teach her how to?
No.
I have.
Yeah, you
Not-
can. You
not-
can.
Not at this point.
However, we're talking about initial impressions. Like You're collecting data. You're collecting data. So you wouldn't show up to an interview with whatever on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Would you? Would you show up to an
I'm-
interview with just whatever on?
No.
Let me ask you
This
something.
is
You didn't
if
answer
this
the
is a
question.
position that I
Excuse me.
desire.
The reason why I'm pausing on the question, Broderick, let me tell you why I'm pausing on the question. Because it depends on what job a person is interviewing for.
A job that they want.
Well, wait, no. Because I see people will show up at Google and have on shorts and get a job.
They white.
This
Just
ain't
'cause they
Google.
white.
Oh, no, they're not white. That's Google.
That's Google's culture.
Yeah, that's Google and Facebook's culture.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's
Okay.
why I say, and I know my daughter, I try to tell my daughter what to wear, right, Bishop? But she went to a nail shop dressed very like I wouldn't dress. And they hired her because of culture. So it depends on what job you
We're not talking about your daughter. We talking about you. So if somebody show up, because I'm looking at your shoes, ran over, I'm smelling you, I'm looking at your hair to see if you left a lump of something in the back. I'm looking at everything.
It's the first day.
I'm looking all in your hair to make sure that ain't none of that weave sticking up. I'm looking at everything.
Now, Bishop, you talking there, sir? Go
I'm
ahead.
looking at everything.
Right there.
I'm making sure that your lace is not got that stuff on them.
Your shape up line. I'm making sure.
I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at everything because it's gonna be my beard gonna be right. Okay, everything gonna be right. Everything. So. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's y'all okay with all that.
Don't forget this, Bishop. The kitchen. Making sure your kitchen right. When you turn around, you got a short haircut.
Yeah.
Your kitchen.
Yeah. Everything. I'm just like, so I don't. What about you, Johnson?
Yeah, Bishop. I'm with Prophet Claiborne and Bishop Jackson. It don't bother me as much, but the second and the third date, especially that second date, then they really have to be on it. Because at the first date, it may just be a chance meeting. It may just be testing the waters.
Come out a planned date, like you going to Ruth Chris Morton's.
Yeah, I'm still about the second date. I wouldn't judge him on the first date.
Okay. You don't think that the first date is the one that they make the biggest impression on?
To be honest with you, Bishop, in this day and time, before we go on a date with somebody, we've had several conversations with them and things of that nature. We didn't went through their Facebook pictures.
Okay, that's funny you said that because Michelle just said in this age and time, people would have went through social media. Hey, y'all, newsflash, y'all won't believe this. Everybody ain't got social media. I know women that I went out with that don't have and don't want. I'm telling you.
That's true.
I'm telling you. I met somebody. They are not on social media.
I know some men who don't have it.
But I promise you, Johnson, I'm really being serious. I'm not being funny. We think because we are on. There are some people that don't want their life in on display like that. So there comes a time where you may meet, and I met some. I'm like, you don't have social media? Nope. So that's we got blackouts going on. What's going on? Marlinda, you there? So okay. Johnson said he agreed with Claiborne.
Yeah.
Who didn't go? Everybody went? Okay. I said my piece. You got. I'm gonna be checking for you. The bottom line. That's everything for me. And somebody said, well,
Bishop, somebody just said social media is catfish. Now that's a good point. Because what happens if they dress really well on social media right there and use filters, but then when you see them in person, because that has happened too. Frank, we just talked about this earlier. 5 hours on the eyelashes. That's a good point.
Have anybody ever been catfish before?
I think disappointed. Can I use that word?
I have a buddy who says they have to FaceTime him. Yeah, that's it, Sylvia. They have to FaceTime him before he goes anywhere with them. Because he want to make sure that they look like they say they look all on the picture.
I'm a fan of FaceTime. I'm a fan of FaceTime.
Oh, I thought Frank was
Clickbait.
okay. So have anybody ever been catfish?
Not catfish, but disappointed. Like it wasn't what I was seeing on social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. At what point do you want to see your do you want to see your woman without her makeup or bonnet on? With her makeup and bonnet on.
ASAP.
You said at what point do you want to see him like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. ASAP. I agree.
ASAP. Come on, let's tell the truth. As soon as possible.
Roger.
You know what? I'm thinking, because I want to see her pretty first. You know, put your best face forward, shoes a whole bit. And maybe, you know, after I've seen that, maybe the second or third date or something like that, or one of those days when we didn't intend to see each other, Bishop, and then we FaceTime. So, you know, maybe the third or fourth time. Does that sound realistic, gentlemen?
Whatever you think. Whatever you think.
Because I had a young lady several months ago that the Lord moved into my field of energy. And I was surprised that she FaceTimed me. And it was just straight face, no makeup, no. Wait a minute. Not to put her down, I just was not yet ready.
Okay. So you said immediately? Third or fourth date?
Yes, sir.
Antoine.
Hey, Bishop, if she does have social media and her pictures are only from here up,
come on.
I need to see. I need evidence.
Yeah, I definitely need to see.
From only, yeah, from but you
some of the pictures be a size 2 in the face, but a size.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to. I'm like, nah, you hiding something, fam. But then also,
Right here,
if she's overly beat when we go, then I need to see. Like, we know when it's contour, we know when that foundation look a little heavy. You know, we know those eyelashes ain't the medium ones; those the extra long ones. You know, like once I feel like it's a little extra eccentric on that date, then I'm gonna need to see what you look like without it.
Perry.
As soon as possible. ASAP.
Frank, the question is, how soon do you need to see them with their makeup off and a bonnet on to see them in their raw?
As soon as possible.
Claiborne, you probably saying like when you get married or something?
No, I say, you know what? I'm as soon as possible. Because I've already checked you out of other places, but I'm a FaceTime person, so we're gonna be doing that from the door. I am a FaceTime person. I need to see you in all of that, and you don't have to be dressed up. I'm gonna call you in the morning and FaceTime you. I'm gonna catch you late at night and FaceTime you. I'm gonna FaceTime you. I am all a fan of FaceTime. Big fan about it. So no, I'm as soon as possible. Bishop, you coming for me tonight?
I automatically have some questions if I FaceTime you and you don't answer and your excuse is I got to get myself together or I'm not together right now. I automatically raise some questions.
Okay.
That's good.
Johnson, you know, Bishop, Bishop, I don't really care. I love them for just the way they are. Go ahead, Johnson. Go ahead.
Johnson already said ASAP.
Yeah,
Huh?
y'all
He
made
said
it.
ASAP.
Oh, you said ASAP. Okay. Dwayne?
Yeah, I said ASAP. Remember, I started off and then everybody was like, yeah.
So mine, immediately. You
Yeah,
come to the
he
first
actually-
date with nothing on. I mean, you can the bonnet. I don't really care about the bonnet. You know, just as long as you ain't wearing it out the house nowhere with me. But you can wear the bonnet. I call you with the bonnet. You know, I'm like Frank. If you tell me, if I'm FaceTime, you got, oh wait, let me get together. I want to see you in your natural.
Yeah, what you got to get together. That's what I
Right.
want to see.
And for me, you know, I realize women have problems with their skin and all that kind of stuff. You know, I guess, you know, as long as you're still naturally pretty. I mean, you know, and you can't do nothing about that. I mean, you could have a little here and there, you know.
Yeah, see, if we talking about when the right one comes, and so I don't need no surprises. I don't need no surprises once we get into it. You know, that might make me break up with you because you lied to me. Your face was lying to me.
Some women say you gotta make an appointment to FaceTime.
Wait, hold on. Which bishop is contradicting? Because I know you ain't talking to me, because I ain't contradicting. What'd I say? You must be talking Bishop Antoine. Bishop, you contradicted, so you just said bring best on date one. That ain't contradicting, because I want to see. Hopefully, hell, their best is without makeup on. I hope so. So I'm not contradicting. Yeah, bring your best. But I want to see, you should still be at your best without makeup, is my point.
Bishop, should that be something that's discussed between us and that particular person?
What?
Should we, like when we meet him or talk to him, say, hey, listen, let's FaceTime tonight. I just want to see you with your bonnet on, with no makeup. Should that be discussed? Because what if that's something we're expecting and they don't know, and then they get canceled out because they didn't pass our unspoken request?
You mean before you even go out?
Yeah, like,
I think the women should do the same thing as relates to the men. I mean, you know, they might be done got catfished by the men.
So should it be discussed?
What Antoine said, I think you should see each other in the FaceTime. Like what Antoine said, they think they going out. Dr. Nick told this story on stage on Clubhouse that she went out with a guy. He was real nice. They FaceTime. When she got there, he was a midget.
Bishop, what was he, Bishop? What was he, Bishop?
He was a
That's
midget.
what she said. That's what she said.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with midgets, just in case somebody watching. I'm just saying, but you should.
Bishop, tell the story again, but say the midget part slow. That was funny.
Don't tell.
Oh, you should disclose that you are. She said she got there. He was like, you know.
Oh my God. So what was he standing up on something when he was
Small
face
person.
No, he was sitting down, you know, and he had a he had a tight shot on the camera.
Said he was a midget.
That's catfishing at its best.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Was you there?
I was there. I was there.
Did she
When she
finish the
said-
date with him? She finished the date
No.
with him.
No.
She did.
No.
Okay.
She did not.
What did she?
What did she just left?
Well, she said he made in his conversation like he was taller, so she felt catfish the way he talked about it. She said she would have been fine if he would have said that he was a midget, but he did not say that. He said he was tall.
She said she would have been fine.
No,
yeah.
she said she would have been fine. She said she would have been fine. She
She
said
would've
it was a lion.
She wasn't fine. No, she.
No.
If
She said it was
fine
a
means
lion.
she would have finished the date, right?
Yes,
That's the
that's what
fine.
she said.
Oh,
She said he was lying, and she said that was bother her more than anything.
So she didn't even give him a chance to hug her around her waist.
I'm going on mute.
Right down there, right there around the skirt. He didn't get that opportunity. All right.
And we're not making fun of. Please don't send me no letters. Don't leave me
They
outside.
writing y'all.
Right.
like a kid at an amusement park.
It's not that he was a midget, it's that he
Nephew, go on mute. Go on mute right now.
Come here, mommy.
so my point is, since the ladies always say it works both ways,
Oh,
the
Lord.
men catfish too.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm done.
Wait a minute, Angelica remembers. What did you say, Angelica? She drove him back to his car.
Yes, that's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
She put him in the car seat. She put him in the car seat. She buckled him in.
Oh my God.
Oh, here, you sit here now. Wait till we get to your destination.
Oh God.
Oh, goodness. I'm out of here.
Oh God. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Oh, Dr. Nick, I wish he was on tonight. How early within the dating relationship do you how early in the dating relationship do you talk about, oh my God, do you talk about the finances? How early in the dating relationship do you talk about the finances and credit score? Now, this is actually in my book. Like, there's ways to ask the question without asking the question. Like, to find out like what they do, you know, you can find out what they make by finding out what they do without going straight ahead and say how much money you make. You can just find that out in conversation. So what y'all think? To me, credit score is definitely is off the table in the beginning. We don't even know if we're gonna be going out. Why should I tell you my credit score? I'm not ashamed of it. That's good.
Before, I've never had those two questions asked to me, ever. So when I first heard that on Clubhouse, I got an attitude. I was like, "What? Ask what question? You can't ask me about how much money I make. You can't ask me about what's my credit score. You are not my wife. You can't ask me that till we get engagement or getting close to before engagement. Maybe we can talk about that discuss. Other than that, you can't never ask me how much money I make. Like, who you? Like, for what reason are you? I wouldn't ask you that. I would not ask you as a woman, how much money do you make and what's your credit score? Now we start getting serious, and this is a really committed relationship, and we deep in that, and it's going to be in engagement. Then we can have those kind of discussions, because so we can know where we're going as a plan. But you can't ask me. It's so many dates so far. It's months. It depends on how long we dating before we even get there. Months, years, wait before you can get it. I've never had it asked, but I think it would be a long time for me when you could just come out and ask me, even creatively, how much money I'm. Because you wouldn't know with me in the beginning. I'm a preacher, so you'll never know how exactly much. You can't Google that, you know, to know exactly what. So to me, you couldn't ask me, and I'm glad no one ever asked me that question.
Okay, I never said, I don't know where y'all be at. Like, I never said nothing about their financial stability. I said you could pretty much, if you know that they're a lawyer, you pretty much know that they do decent. I never said nothing about stability at all. So I'm not sure. I said what they make is what I said. Yeah. What did the brother? I had to catch that one. What did I put up just now that the brother said?
Dimitri said, should you be dating if you have bad credit?
That's a good question. Should you be dating if you have bad credit? There's some women that say they won't date a man that got bad credit.
How do they find out that he has bad credit?
They ask. I've had women say that they ask.
And they think what the man told them is the truth.
That was a legit question, Broderick. That was a legit question.
So so what y'all think about what he's saying?
Bishop, the only way that I feel about it is it's up to those individuals, right? Bad credit doesn't necessarily mean that a person can't afford dates or for the life, because we all know this, that there's some things that happened in our past that gives us bad credit, and some people are probably actively working on it, right? I don't think that counsels anybody out. I mean, I don't think it counsels a man out. I don't think it counsels a woman out, as long as they can show you that they can take care of their responsibilities. Does that make sense?
Yeah, not only that, but there was a time that I didn't have credit. I just used cash. I cashed out cars. I didn't have no trace of nothing. I mean, and I had to actively work toward getting credit. And I had to learn that credit is not bad. That white people, our counterparts, they use other people's money. And that credit don't mean that you wait for you charge up a card and you pay those payments. I had to learn. You don't charge unless you can pay it off in 30 days. You use it for credit to get gas so you can bill your credit. And it worked for me. I really could be a credit counselor at this point in life and do like it, except mine would be real. I got, yeah. And so I still think even with me having great credit, I don't want nobody sitting at the table asking me, because does credit really define your character? I mean, like Dwayne said,
No.
you messed up when you was younger. Go ahead, Perry.
No, yeah, because it could define ignorance. I could be ignorant more so than that being my character. Because a lot of things I did, like I was finding out I got a K Jeweler card. I just went and bought the biggest ring I could. I was young, and I didn't even think about paying it back or anything. So of course, I don't think it defines in totality your character. It's different when you know and still do wrong. It's a different when you don't know and can't do better because you just don't know. A lot of us have not been taught what credit is. So in my world, no, it's just, I think you should define it by the level of their intellect of knowing more so, or ignorance more so than saying, well, you just got bad credit. No, you just out the loop.
So it's funny you mention that, because I was 23, 24 years old, and I had every credit card you can mention and maxed them bad boys up and filed bankruptcy. But 30 years later, that ain't so. I got all the credit cards, but that ain't so.
Bishop,
They have zero balances, huh?
I didn't get credit. I did what you did. You know, I was an evangelist, so I traveled. I had one bad credit. K Jewelers was one of my bad credit too, but I had one bad, and then the rest, I didn't get credit until I was 50 years old. The last 3 years, because I brought everything I had. I brought with cash, everything. I traveled and I brought cash. I thought cash was king. I come from the street, so cash was king. That's what worked for me, you know. And so I didn't like credit. And I worked in the bank and told other people about credit that didn't like credit, and realized later on to get a house, Broderick, I had to build credit to get a house. But you don't need credit to get a car if you have money. You just go in there and buy the car. You know, and that's what I did for many years, up until the last three, maybe 49. So the last 3 or 4 years of my life is when I got credit.
But let's back up for a second. Let me back up for a second. The guy that says credit shows your decision making as a man.
Yeah, Melinda, can you find that for me again?
Dimitri. His name is Dimitri.
Yeah, because here's what I would give him, right? Prior to some things that happened in my life, I had pretty okay credit. Now, here's the decision making because of the things that happened, which wasn't necessarily a direct reflection of my decision making, but more so, you know, life hit, so things had to change. So I had to let go of things, right? With that being said, I kind of want to answer that question from this, because I think sometimes part of our struggle in our concepts of our mind is that we judge everything predicated upon what society says, right? What society knows as a norm. There are some people who didn't make the bad decision, but life hit them in a way. Maybe they lost their job, i.e., myself, which caused now for their credit to be bad, because if they couldn't maintain something because they didn't have the income to maintain it, not because they was poorly using their money, but because they got laid off, fired, whatever the case may be, it now causes for them to have bad credit. And so I think, Bishop, you said it the best. This is why we've got to get away from questions like, does your booty bounce backwards or does it bounce forwards, right? We got to get away, and I'm being facetious, but we got to get away from questions like that and start asking questions like, well, how did it get like that? Because then it makes Orange point, Dr. O point, right, when he says now we can see that it was a decision making rather like you lost everything or you had a moment where life hit you and you just couldn't afford it, not because of mismanagement. And I think that's where we go wrong in this one-on-one dating. We want to judge everything by societal norms because it makes us feel good that I can pay bills. Okay, eat a chicken bone. I don't care. We've got to start asking the intelligent questions to figure out how and where something started so that we can get an intelligent answer and realize if it is they made a bad decision or life just hit them differently because of this.
And I want to add too, a lot of us come from, whether we like it or not, the hood, the ghetto. A lot of us come from survival mode more so than success. So a lot of us sometimes inherit bad credit because our parents used our names.
I was just getting ready to say it, sir.
Yeah, light bills to survive. Even though it's wrong, it still was survival. And so I don't think that is, again, what Dwayne just said. I think it's all about how you got there more so than you're there. And how can you recover after a bad fall, or if you was already in a fallen state.
Or are you actively working to fix it? Yes.
Because a lot of times we respond out of instinct. And it doesn't always mean it's right. So some of our parents was in survival mode, did whatever they needed to do, some way to get our lights, to put lights, to keep gas, to keep things going. Whether it was wrong or right, they did what they did so we could be able to survive at that moment.
Perry, I would add to you, here's two other things that was a good thing. Survival was it was a good thing, but it affected people's credit. Here's the other two things. People who have co-signed for their children on a car, and then the child, nephew, they don't pay the car off. It affects the co-signer as well. So now the co-signer thing is that I remember this girl was grown with my ex-wife and I, and we went and recovered the car project 3 times just to try to keep my wife's credit good. But we couldn't do it on the 4th time. And that hit her credit bad. And it really hurt her because she had worked to have good credit. But you co-sign for people. Folks out there. The other thing is that most people don't know, Pastor Johnson, is it's back child support. The man can be great in everything he do, and back child support will affect his credit majorly. They will put it against your credit and it'll affect your credit. So you don't know what I'm with Perry and I'm with nephew. You don't know what got that person there and why it happened. And that doesn't mean he's not a great man. That doesn't mean he don't have money, because somebody put it in the chat. It's so true. I had a whole lot of money in the bank and way more money with no credit. So just because a person don't have credit don't mean they don't got money. Sometimes people, Bishop talked about his life prior to, sometimes people got money, don't mean that they got credit. So there's a lot of other reasons that cause it, but I wouldn't use that as nobody's character.
Absolutely. Because for years, I just paid cash for cars because I didn't really care about, but then I started being out a lot and started being out late, and I'm like, fool, you need a new car. So a new car brought a new note, because I didn't really care about that. Most of my cars were foreign, so they were going to last. But then I had a couple of altercations with cars that broke down. I'm like, oh no, cars break down. So then I got a new car, so it does. Yeah. So then my credit, and then I started getting new cars, but the interest rate was crazy because your credit wasn't right. and I had to put more money down because I had none. So now that's not the case. So you wake up at different points of your life. And like Claiborne said, it wasn't until I got 50 something that I woke up to, to having good credit, because I just paid for stuff. Hell, I'm never good
Bishop.
for.
Yo, Bishop, my thing is, if a woman asks me about my credit like it's an interrogation, then no. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're asking it, you know what I'm saying, to see if I'm able to be a good provider and things of that nature, okay, I can see where you're asking it from. But my thing is, I feel like there are women that ask us that question with no ability to even help us financially. So my thing is, if you know how to handle money and manage money well, and you're asking that question from that standpoint, then I can see the need for you being a partner with me. But if you're only asking me about how I handle my money because you see me as a man that's supposed to provide for you, pay for all of this stuff, pay for all of the dates, buy your car, all of that stuff, then no, you don't get the right to ask me that because you're looking at me as a come up. And so I think, don't ask me as from an interrogation standpoint, but also just if you want to assess the kind of character that I am or character that I have, then it needs to be like a soft question. It doesn't need to be one of those questions where I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to date you or not. It needs to be a soft question to really just assess what his response will be.
Do y'all care about a woman's credit?
I don't think most men do, Bishop. And Bishop, this is probably another conversation for another day, but we probably need to have a conversation about double standards, right? Because I think it's implied that we must do certain things because of the title provider, right? But if we really look at this, and I'm not saying that that's wrong, right? But if we really look at this, most men don't come into a situation like, oh, can she do this? Can she do that? Like we know the stories, Bishop. A lot of NBA players have married women who had nothing. On our end, it's not necessarily acceptable. So I don't think that men, we look at credit from a woman at all.
In my mind, Johnson, I'm trying to think of her face across the table. If you ask this woman about her credit and about her money, I don't care how you asked it. I can't imagine, Johnson. You help me, Johnson. I can't imagine what that woman's face would look like and what would come. Now, maybe if I was Frank, I don't got Frank's kind of boldness and face. He was crazy enough to say something. But in my mind, I couldn't even imagine me ever even have I gotten to that place later on. But to ask her, Jackson, I don't know how creative I could be to ask her about what's her credit, her money. Help me out, Frank, because you got that face. Tell me what I can say. What can I say?
I've never asked a woman that, so I wouldn't know. That
Have you been in the conversation?
Say it again, Bishop.
Have you ever been in the conversation about credit?
Yes.
How did you get to it?
It was, Lord Jesus, help my voice tonight. It was more so I'm looking for, on her standpoint, it was more so for, I'm looking to do this. How can I get better in this area? Or what would you advise from that standpoint?
Did you feel like it was a trick question, or was she really asking?
Nah, no, she was really asking.
Okay.
She was really asking.
Okay. That's a good point too. It's not on the questions, but that's a good point too. Like ladies, if you got a successful man, you should lean into asking them questions and not feeling, you know what I'm saying? I used to talk to somebody and I'd be like, don't judge me, y'all. I'd be like, I want to invest in that. Like I'm looking for investments at this point in my life where my money can make money. And the only was like, no, I'm okay. I'm like, what? You know how many ways? I'm like, because it was good ideas and I saw the money. I don't know. This is a different world now we living in. I mean, like for real. Like I don't care. We wouldn't even go any further. We write a contract. You You can marry somebody else. Hell, I still want my money. I don't care.
Yeah, and see, I'm more on the Dave Ramsey tilt right now in my life anyway. So I've read the Total Money Makeover, um, his entrepreneur leadership book. So I'm more so, he say credit ain't nothing but I love debt score. So yeah, I think what Dwayne raised was very valid in that just asking what your credit score is or what you make is very surface level.
How much
Because
money you got in the bank?
because you can have someone that makes $150,000, but if they're living $175,000 lifestyle, they're just as broke.
Broke.
Someone making
Broke.
$25,000 a year. So I think that's a very shallow, unproductive question because people do indeed lie. So I think you should look at their fruit. I think you should look at where they are. What can they do? Are they restricted in their movements? How do they eat? How do they spend when you see them going somewhere on their own? I think it's just other ways to really measure that kind of thing.
That's good. That's
Hey,
good.
and Bishop, I think that this kind of leads into, well, if you really want to help a man be financially responsible, then you can't expect Ruth Chris every day. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want a high level, you want somebody that is financially responsible, like my boy AO always talks about. Like, then there needs to be some give and take, some yin and yang on the dating situation. So it's like you can't ask a man about his credit or his finances just to see how much you can milk this man.
Yeah, and see, like me, y'all know I'm a foodie. I love to eat out, love to eat well. But what you don't know is Monday through Thursday, I'm eating meal preps most of the time. I'm not going out to eat every day. Monday through Thursday, I'm not spending any money food wise because I'm eating meal preps. So on the weekend, I eat what I want to, and then you see me posting stuff throughout the week. But just because I'm posting it, don't mean I'm there at that moment, baby. I'm smarter than that. I don't want you to know where I'm at, my every move. Come on, baby, you gotta think better than that.
That sounds a little personal. All right, let's move to the next one. That they enjoying this conversation. We got about 25 more minutes because we're gonna try to end at a certain point tonight. Where's it at? Okay, here's the next one. Candace said maybe they're trying to rob you. The reason why they want to know what you got. You know, Candace thinks a little different. She Detroit. Is it disrespectful for a person you're dating to ask you? Well, we kind of hit that. Yeah, I kind of put them together. But the next question is how much you make. Would you feel that just a yes or no? Antoine, would you feel disrespectful with a woman asking you what you make?
I'm gonna have to say yes.
Okay. Dwayne?
I'm gonna say yes.
Pastor J.
I'm ending the date right there on the spot.
Yeah. Okay, Perry.
Yes.
Broderick.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Claiborne.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. It's a problem, especially on a first date. Why you want to know that? What you should be worried about is if I'm gonna pay this bill tonight. And I ain't gonna go to the bathroom and not come back because you got on my nerves. And you should be making sure I'm gonna tip the guy right. You just don't ask those questions in the beginning. That's why I wrote this book. And I hate to keep going. Thank you, Prophet Perry. Bought 2 books. I appreciate you. Y'all, we ordering books tonight. The do's and don'ts of dating. I don't ask much these here weeks, but I'm pushing my book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. I pushed everybody else's books and all that. And so I got a little book coming out that will talk about these things. I need y'all to order a couple of books. Give one as a gift. Give one for your women's group that y'all talk about it. All right. And you don't have to agree with everything, but it's from a man's perspective. And you need to know why he don't call back. Why you looking at the phone the next day and wondering why he ain't called? Maybe he ain't got to call back. Anybody got to call back at the first date? It was just a date. Okay. Thank you, Marla Michelle. Put a green check up if you bought the book or if you're getting ready to buy the book, and I'll shout you out. I'm going to sign all the books that are ordered before they show up in the next week. Should a man always open the door, drive? Should a man always open the door, drive, pump the gas? Is it a red flag if he doesn't? Should a man always open the door, be the one to drive, pump the gas? And if he doesn't, is it a red flag?
Pump gas, yes. Pump gas, yes. Open up the door, yes. Always drive, no.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say on the always drive.
Yeah, because shoot, Ray just preached yesterday. And y'all, everybody up here knows how that feel. So on a Monday, he might be trying to relax, but still spend some time with you. Nah, I'm not driving today. I want to sit in the passenger seat.
Drive. I'm like, let's pull over right now because I hate driving. I ain't got no. I have no feelings.
But I love driving, Bishop. But every now and again, and I'm probably going to drive most of the times. But every now and again,
yeah,
I'm gonna get tired. Can I just sit over here and just chill out for a minute?
Yeah, I'm like that too. I love to drive. Like I drove my granddaddy hours away. I'm with myself. I'm gonna fly, but he like to drive every now and then. So I love driving, but every now and then I'm gonna be like, come pick me up.
Right.
You know,
right.
We going to dinner, but come pick me up tonight, baby.
Yeah. Go ahead, Johnson. You scratching your head like old Baptist preacher. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do the driving. I'm gonna do all of the above. Unless
Go ahead. You don't. She ain't gonna drive.
If we're in a committed relationship, that's a difference. But we're just casually dating. I'm gonna do the driving, and I do think it's to a certain extent it is a red flag. To a certain extent.
If what?
If you're just casually dating.
And she drives?
Yeah, if you just insist that she comes to pick you up and things of that nature, yeah. Now she volunteers, that's why I said to a certain extent.
Not on the first date. I agree, not on the first date.
Right.
First of all, ain't nobody picking nobody up on the first couple of days. We meeting.
Yeah.
We meeting.
Well, that depends, Frank.
No, Frank, I'm picking up on the first date.
Nah, fam.
No.
Fam.
Hey, Frank, that depends. I'm gonna tell you why.
Fam.
Because it depends on how much you guys been talking.
Let me tell you why I want you to meet me.
Some women won't let you though, Frank. Some women won't.
That's what I'm saying. Let me tell you.
They live because they had bad stuff.
Let me tell you why you ought to. Ladies, lean in, ladies. Let me put you on game real quick. For me, and I'm speaking as a millennial, okay? I'm speaking as a man that's 35 and under. If you let me come pick you up on the first date, number one, that lets me know that's a red flag for me because that lets me know that you allow access easy.
Facts.
Because why should I know, again, Johnson, I'm speaking for millennial man, 35 and under. I want to know, because I want to know, why are you so comfortable allowing me to know where you live on the first date? That's for me. Then the second thing I want to see by you meeting me, I want to see your time management skills. If we said 7:30 and it end up being 8:15 before you arrive, that's another red flag. So
that's a good point, Frank. I would push back on the other one. I would push back on the other one.
Go ahead.
And this is why I'm gonna push back on the first one. The second one you said is absolutely right. Maybe I want to see your time management. The only reason why I'm pushing back is because, and I'm only saying this, there are some people in the initial state. This is why I'm only agree with Pastor J here. There are some people in the initial state, if they're vibing, you know, this word like to say energy, right? If they're vibing well and their energy is good, maybe there's a comfortability that both parties have with, okay, hey, I'm gonna come pick you up because they could be vibing. Now hear me, Frank. I'm with you. I think that it is some women who just not gonna let you do it because they aren't comfortable with that yet, and that's perfectly fine. But I think it all depends on how much you've built up to that stage.
Okay, hold on. Shira said, what about traffic? Shira, there's an app that's called Waze. on the app Waze, you can put in the time you want to be there, and it'll tell you the time you need to leave according to the traffic.
What is the app called again? What's that?
It's called Waze. WAZE.
My favorite GPS.
Brought to you
If you put in the
Music
time
Dose
you
of
need to
Dating.
be there, it's going to calculate the traffic and tell you
Absolutely.
what time you need to leave the house to be there on time. Be blessed tonight.
And it's brought to you by
Bishop, can we take a poll right quick?
Go ahead.
Ladies, if you would allow a man to pick you up on the first date, just put yes or no. If you would allow a man to pick you up on the first date, real quick, yes or no. If you would allow a man to pick you up on the first date, yes or no. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if Johnson been dating some of y'all. Let's see.
That's actually a good poll.
I actually had somebody say to me, no, you can't pick me up. I said, why? She said, I don't allow that on the first date. Maybe the second, she said, because I had somebody stalk me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She said, I had somebody stalk me. So I make it a rule until I get comfortable. I was offended for a minute, Perry, but I understood why. Yeah.
You up to 8 no's, Frank?
I'm with Johnson though. I'm gonna pick you up on the first date.
I think you just please.
Y'all old.
I gotta see what's going on.
Y'all old.
No,
I'm not old though.
Frank, I gotta see what's going on. I gotta see what house or whatever they're coming out of. I need to see what's going on.
Now let me put you on game. Let me put you on game right quick, ladies. If it go good and y'all meet, and then you feel comfortable, then you can take them back to your house.
Okay,
but don't let them pick you up before pre-screening the vibe. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
That's insane. So if Johnson and one of y'all dating Johnson in the future, or Dwayne in the future, or Claiborne in the future, don't let them niggas pick you up on the first date.
Hey,
don't listen to Frank.
No. Hey, Frank got the point. No,
on the other hand,
don't let them niggas pick you up on the first
other
date.
hand, Johnson, they go the other way. You might want to see what she's driving.
Well, you might want to see if she crazy, Bishop, because she might be the one that's crazy.
I don't care about him. I don't care about meeting him now. I just, this person didn't live that far, so I was like, okay, but I get it, and I don't care. I don't care if they drive the first date. I don't care if they pick me. I don't care. I'm of a different mindset. Them two.
Bishop, how did the women respond when you sent a car for them?
Who said I did that?
I'm just thinking a classy guy like you, if you was really feeling him, maybe you sent a car to pick him up.
I said that on Clubhouse stage one time. And
Johnson, Maureen said you ain't picking her up.
Pastor Welton, welcome.
Welton Smith, good to see you.
Welton, what's up, bro?
So I would send a car if it was in that situation. I have sent a car. Tim and Lynch killed me about it. I ain't said. I mean, it's according to what the situation is.
See, that's what I'm saying, Bishop.
When you say
That's
send a car, are you talking about like a Uber or Lyft?
No,
black
you're
car.
talking
No.
about a nice car.
A black car.
No, a limo, a SUV, a black car.
I mean, that's what we use nowadays, Uber or Lyft, but it's gonna be a black car.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I think it just depends on the vibe. Frank, you're not wrong. I agree with you. I don't want you to think that I'm thinking that you're wrong. But the only reason why I agree,
He's wrong.
He's
the only
wrong.
reason why I agree with Pastor Jay and Claiborne on this one.
Y'all almost made me cuss in my horse.
Don't cuss.
No, don't cuss.
Don't cuss. The only reason why
I
I
Let me
cuss
tell
some
you
folks out tonight.
the only reason why I agree with them too is because everybody's initial state is not at the first date. Some people initial state is at the talking phase where they've probably been talking, maybe I don't know, maybe for a couple weeks, FaceTiming, some of that, and then it's like, okay, let's go out. So in that, she could have felt a level of comfortability to say, you know
Okay.
what, come
I
over
can-
and pick me up. You
But
feel
let
me?
me help you out, Frank, real quick. Where Johnson and I come from, it was considered being a gentleman that you went to pick her up
But
on
it's
the
not
first
about
date.
age. It's not
I
about
already
let me finish.
acknowledged that y'all are old.
Wait. You know what? I can't stand
I'm
you.
just saying. I already said
It
that.
was,
I'm not old, Frank.
but it was.
Y'all niggas old.
I go on mute. I can't even fight the millennials on that one.
Y'all old.
But it's not
So-
even about fighting because I'm in agreements with y'all too. I think
Right.
Frank
It
is
was
just-
considered being a gentleman, like opening the car door. Is
So
considered being a gentleman.
understand, I preface this conversation speaking from a 35 and under man. Did I not?
Yeah, that's
did I
what-
not, Prophet?
Yeah,
Usual.
I ain't messing.
Come to your context and your culture today, sir. I said 35 and under. And so for us, our women that's our age do not even consider that. Like, they don't even want you to have to pull out their chair half the time. That's doing too much.
Right.
They don't even want you to pull out their chair sometimes.
We
They
can't
say,
hear you,
we can't
Bishop.
hear you, Bishop. We can't hear you, Bishop.
We can't.
Frank, that's not true.
What's not true?
I
You
know
know, I
that's
need to
why
agree with
I'm
you.
just trying to be quiet.
Hold on, what's not true?
Frank, that's not true.
What's
You know
not
what
true?
they say about y'all? They tolerate that because y'all don't do it, and then they look for old.
No.
men.
Now I'm
I'm
telling you
telling
what I
you.
know.
They
I'm
look
telling
for
I'm
older
telling
men.
you.
No, you that's
No.
the ones you dealing with.
No,
They
okay.
deal with older men.
So-
Now,
No.
I'm talking about young women that talk about y'all. You want to know?
No, first of all, who is y'all?
Since you want to put a divide and talk that millennial crap all the time, that
Yeah.
Get him,
hold
Bishop.
on. No, hold on. No, just being frank. Put it down, Melinda. Since you want to talk that crap, I hate when y'all do that because no other generation more than y'all have talked about millennium. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Y'all don't realize. Hold on, but y'all don't realize y'all getting old.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're getting old, but we're not old right now.
No.
Okay.
Women that are younger, they don't want to be bothered with y'all because y'all don't have men.
That's a lie. I got 99 problems, but a woman ain't one.
Well, that may not be you, the ones you dealing with, but the ones that got class and want more.
So now I don't deal with women with class.
Come on, I'm lynched tonight. Come on,
Yeah.
I'm lynched. Let's go.
Yeah, because
Hey,
you
Frank,
know.
let's bring these numbers up.
you know, I pull out chairs. I open doors. I do all
Okay,
that kind
well,
of stuff.
that's why they go out with you. But the majority
No,
of
that ain't why. That ain't why.
yeah, because you got class. Okay, but I'm saying
You're a gentleman.
you're a gentleman.
No,
That
I'm
ain't
saying.
you. But
No.
a lot of the younger guys, I'm letting you in, Claiborne, because I know you coming in to help. They saying the women are saying they don't go out with y'all.
And they laid up with
Right
him
now.
right now. They laid up with the nigga right now. They don't
Laid up
pump
with who?
gas. They don't open no doors. They laid up with him right now.
Well, yeah, some of them.
Laying in the bed watching us.
Yeah, but with most of y'all,
Laying in the bed watching us.
with
they
most
laid
of
up
y'all,
with
they saying chivalry is dead, and they going after
Yes.
Claiborne's age.
Yes, they are. I'm telling you.
That's
these
because he a
younger women-
sugar daddy. He's
No,
sugar
wait a
daddy
minute.
age.
Man,
It's
that's
not
not
true.
true. No, we're talking about
Sugar daddy.
We're talking about women that got money. I ain't talking about no sugar. There ain't no
Just
sugar
get
daddy
you
over
some
there.
candy like Candy Man, baby.
Well, that would be Perry. But go ahead,
But
Claiborne.
no, the truth of the
Hey,
matter is,
Come
I
on,
hear them
Sugar.
say it all the time. I ask them, why do you talk to older men? Because older men know how to treat me. They are gentlemen. They pull out the car door. They open the door. They pull out the chairs. They know how to. I'm telling you, Frank, these younger women are going for older men.
they're saying it in the
They are.
comments.
They saying it.
Sugar
It's not
daddy.
sugar. You know what? Forget you, Frank.
And young men with no manners and worms.
Wait.
This is good.
We ain't never had this
Look at-
conversation
I-
before. Look
They
at the
still,
comments.
Bishop, they say they still wet behind the ears. They don't know how to treat a woman. That's what they say.
I
I've
think
never
what y'all
had
talking
that
about.
complaint.
I think what y'all talking about is
Come
very
on,
valid.
Dwayne. You want to get in? Come on.
Yeah, I think what y'all talking about is very
All
valid.
pairs in love and war. Come on,
It
Dwayne.
is fan love and war. Here's the thing. I kind of agree with both points here, but I kind of want
Safe. That's safe.
no. Well, you know I'm playing it safe lately. No, I kind of do agree just a little bit that some of our younger sisters are probably saying certain things to our older men because they want that vibe, they want that daddy vibe. You know what I mean? And
Thank you.
I see
As
you shaking your head, but it's the
As she'll
truth.
take,
Listen.
she'll take all your money,
Hey,
and the young boy be
hold on,
knocking the
let's go to
lining
this.
out of.
Let's go to this one then, Frank. Here you go. I'm gonna help support you. Unmute for a second.
You really don't know what they want to say about y'all in that area, too, do you?
Oh my
You
God!
really
no, we
don't want to know.
Oh
Hey,
my
you really
God!
don't wanna know.
Oh my
You don't
God!
wanna
Here's the
know.
question I got
So
for you.
you can come
Listen.
for me if you want to.
Here's the question I
You
got for
really
you.
now you really don't want to know.
I'm out of here.
Let's shift
Frank,
back.
we're gonna have to battle
Hey,
these two,
listen.
Frank. We're gonna have to
Next
battle these
question.
two.
I'm trying to tell
Next
y'all.
question. I got you, Frank. I got you. Next question.
Yeah, next question,
He's
please.
gonna lose his voice trying to.
Somebody said it's the worms for me.
It's already gone.
Yeah, it's
It's been a great one tonight, boy.
Yeah, it's the daddy vibes, y'all.
I had to put the worms in there because they said that about the old man. Okay. How soon can you let's lighten it up a little bit. Antoine, how soon should you pass gas, burp in front of your significant other? Is it a turn off if the woman you're dating does these things?
I'm gonna need that to be organic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna need that to be organic. I'm gonna need that to be super spontaneous. That's what I'm gonna need.
Dwayne?
You know, Bishop, I'm kind of disgusting on the low, so y'all pray for me. But I'm one of them people, Broderick, you invite me over and I got to drop the deuce. I'm definitely going to do it in your bathroom at your house first time. It's all good. But for her, I don't know, maybe around the second or the third time, I'm comfortable with it.
Pastor Johnson?
It's okay, Dr. O. It's me, man. It's just me, not you. It's just me.
No, I'm not comfortable the first time around. No, I'm not comfortable at all.
Perry?
I'm with Bishop Jackson. They got to be organic. Got to be organic for me because I'm a stickler for stuff smelling. So I would leave you for that.
Yeah. Roderick, I hate to ask you.
I'm gonna set my woman up. We're gonna go to an all salad and fruit bar. And we're gonna sit there and talk, and I'm gonna just let her eat and let her eat. I just want to see how long she can go before she blow.
Frank?
Bishop, I missed the question. I was reading comments.
Burp or pass gas? How soon? What point? It's for her.
Whenever it come out, I guess.
You okay with it? You
Whenever.
don't think she nasty on the first date if you start smelling something?
Yeah, probably so. I probably would. That's true. I probably would. Probably would think she was nasty. Yeah.
I mean, y'all know. Okay, all right. Let me go back on mute.
No. Come on, Bishop.
Now men know the difference between body smell your house smell. You know you smell like your house, or it's that time smell. We know. We know.
So you don't want to smell no fish on the first date.
Oh my God.
I quit. I'm done.
They're killing Perry. They is killing Perry tonight.
This is gonna go
They
for
is
the
killing
record book.
Perry
This
tonight.
one for the record books. Come on.
I don't even know what kind of answer to give now. Me, I don't even know. I guess the organic is the. I don't really think I even know or matter. I mean, if it happens
Somebody
and it
said they
wasn't.
eat organic. Somebody said they
I
eat
think
organic food, so it's gonna come out.
I think most women try to be discreet, and they, I mean, but I've dated some girl from the hood that would burp on a Pepsi Cola and be like, "What?" It's and she still be cute. So I mean, I guess it don't really matter to me. It depends on how it flow out. If it was Frank, Jackson, if she was just flowing organically, and burped and just was like, excuse me, I ain't mean that. It just came. I mean, I ain't gonna make no big issue about it. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah. At least roll the window down or something. If you're gonna burp, just
Okay.
don't act like you ain't do it.
We at the almost done point. All right. Here's a serious one. How important is body count for you? When should you ask that? Does it even matter?
Hey, why did Dwayne disappear on that question?
That's definitely not a first date one, right? Y'all, we agree with that. That's definitely not a first date one. No? Okay. Broderick, that's the first date for you?
Well, no. I was surprised that Bishop Jackson didn't say let it be organic.
Let what be organic?
The body count, if it come up.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, if she decides to volunteer that answer, that's fine. But I would never ask that. I don't care.
Never asked at any point.
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't really neither. None of us care about the body count. What if she asks you?
Don't ask me that.
Then she's not secure.
Because to me, if we meet on April 1st, anything before April 1st, it really don't matter.
And then you got women that'll throw theirs out there for you to respond with yours.
Right. Absolutely.
Really, Frank? You mean are these millennials?
No, that's all ages, even in y'all, right? Even the cougar hunters.
Next question. STDs. When should they tell you about STDs? Like I got herpes.
Immediately.
Dwayne keeps going away on these questions.
Once you get ready to get into sexual act, you need to disclose things that you think could be.
I'm sorry, Clip. No, you need to come out the gate.
That need to be said immediately.
You need to tell me on the phone conversation.
That should be first date.
No.
You need to text me that. You can text me that. You can text me that information.
So wait a minute. So you basically want her to say, "My name is Trisha, and this itch is driving me nuts." Is that what you're saying, Frank? Perry?
No. So we're talking about.
I'm just trying to get some info.
We're talking about STDs that you can't get rid of.
Okay, which ones are those? I mean, and I'm not being funny, really. Well, I think I know what you're talking about. I
can't.
Like AIDS, HIV.
Right. Yes, sir.
Herpes.
Yes, sir. What if her? Okay, so yeah. If she's died.
At what point? Seriously, y'all, because we got two more. We got to go.
During the conversation stage.
During the conversation stage?
Yes, sir.
First date, second, third?
No, before the first date. I think a person should have the right to make their own decisions. I don't think you should make that decision for the person.
Anybody else? Who said?
That's
Yeah, Bishop
Antoine.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Bishop
my bad. I thought my mic was on mute. Hold on.
No. Come on, Bishop.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, for me, because that's somebody's personal body, I think that there should be a comfort level that you should have with the person. So if you see that it's going to be a long-term relationship or y'all going to have sex, then that should be disclosed.
That's what I was saying. Exactly. I think prior to that, I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
at least if she
they can
give
go on a
you the
date with
information.
y'all. I need to know beforehand.
Yeah, I'm with you, Pastor Jay. I need to know beforehand. I need to know out the gate, because give me the opportunity to know.
Yeah,
Like
so
you
you
said,
can gear up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't assume for me.
Right.
Don't make the decision for me in the
Mhm.
absence of me. Don't do that.
Right.
I
So
need
you
to
can
know.
put on the whole armor.
All right. The next question is, how often should two people who are dating communicate on a daily basis, and who should initiate it? For me, I think I'm with Jackson for real. But Antoine, I know these questions are, but for real, people just don't know this stuff. Like, it should be organic. Like, you didn't say good morning to me. Whoever wake up first and think about it, you do it. Some things are just, I believe in organic dating, because anything else is stressful. It should just be organic. I may not be able to call you all day long, but I can text you, because I can text while I'm live. I can text while I'm on Clubhouse. I can text. But if you want to hear my voice, that may be impossible because I'm busy. Anybody disagree with that?
I totally agree.
And please don't tell me I need to call you after the first date, because that's in my book. I may not call you after the first date. It was the first date. We went to eat. Unless we developed something long over the phone and this is a first date and we talking on a regular basis. But ladies, lean into this. And this is in my book. If he don't call you the next day, it's okay. You done fantasize something that ain't there.
Woo!
You going with somebody that you ain't going with.
Oh, that hurts.
You don't owe him a call and he don't owe you a call the next day. Now, if you want to courtesy him and say, I really enjoyed myself. But if he don't answer, he ain't ghost you. Because hell, he might have not enjoyed himself.
Ooh, Bishop. Ooh.
We be going with people after the first date. I mean, you riding all the way back home talking to your girlfriend about how great it was. He ain't talking to nobody. He ain't told nobody nothing. Because sometimes you wait so long. Hold on with the comments, Marlinda. Sometimes you wait so long until you build up expectation for somebody that's unrealistic. It was just a date.
Bishop.
Because see Frank down there, where's he at? He a foodie. And he figured since he going to eat anyway, hell, I might as well have some company. It was no more than that. I'm the same way. I don't care about spending $150, $200 for a meal because I was going anyway, so I might as well have company. I don't feel like I've wasted, this is me and where I'm at. I don't feel like I've wasted any money on a meal with somebody. I had company, but that don't mean I enjoyed it.
I feel like I wasted money.
Well, I'm saying me.
I'm just messing with you, Bishop.
No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? For me, I've done it. And I ain't talked back to the person. And I don't feel nothing. But y'all be here falling in love at dinner over the potatoes and sour cream. Ladies, you put yourself in this is passionate for me, for real. You put yourself, because I get DMs from women saying, no, you going with somebody that ain't going with you.
Ooh, Bishop, is this in the book? Is this in the book?
Yeah, it is. You're in a relationship that you never was in. It's people going with people that don't even know they're going with you.
Oh, Bishop.
You ain't give me no sound effects. So
Come on, Frank.
So calm down.
Totally agree with you, sir. Totally.
And you run a man away. And gentlemen, we got to do better, but women do it too with this WYD. Can we come up with something else? What are you
Come
doing?
on, Pastor.
10 a.m. What are you doing? I'm not even out of the bed. 1 o'clock. What are you doing now?
WYD.
All day long. We got to stop. And let me tell y'all, I know this is a word now, Frank. I'm gonna give y'all this one, okay? Millennials. I hate that doggone what's up. I don't like that what's up. I don't. It's just so okay, y'all. I know I'm old in that. I just don't like it's so.
It's uncreative.
What's up? What does that mean, Frank? What does it mean?
It depends on the day.
I'm just saying, y'all.
What's up?
Stop falling in love with somebody on the first date. Oh, girl, he's so fine. Oh my God. Oh, and he smells so good. Oh, calm down. It was just a first date. It was fact finding. And he didn't go. Hey, he didn't ghost you. He never was there.
Bishop.
Come on, Antoine. You want to get in because I feel you. You agree?
Yes, sir. 1,000%. And then if you tell your girlfriend too quick, then she gonna keep putting pressure on you about if you still talking to the dude or not. Like, you just got to know that until he says what it actually is, it ain't what you think it is. So you got to be chill.
I agree. I think the only thing that it's not a disagree, Bishop. Like for me, I don't care about the letters and initials. I do a lot of social media stuff, so I don't care. I'm not as big as you.
No,
but,
it's not the WID, Claiborne.
Right.
It's that you don't. That's all you ask.
All day. Now, if you ask, yes.
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm
right.
talking about. I don't care about the initials. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When you're doing that now, then I totally 100% agree. It's just all the time. But I like in between, and you hit me in the morning or you hit me in the night, and we good. I might text you, and Pastor Jackson, and may not look for you to respond until you can respond. And I'm not bent out of shape. And sometimes people say, "Well, man, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you." I'm cool. Like I'm a grown man. I'm good. You might have been busy, and I'm cool when you do get back. You know what I mean? Even if it's the next day, you were busy. Like I think that, but I love what Bishop says. And Bishop, I think people do have this preconceived that man, it was a good. Even watch this. Even if it was a good date, don't mean it necessarily have to be a second date. Or he had to call right. It could have been an amazing date. Y'all could have an amazing time, but you don't know where. There's been times I've gone out on a date and had to fly out the next day. That doesn't mean that I wasn't feeling you. It was a great date. It just I have a busy life or something else is going on. So I think that we should do that. But I think, Bishop, a lot of people get hurt because they create something that really has not been created just yet.
Absolutely. We want to begin to tell everybody thank you so much again for the night. You all know that Bishop did say he wanted to try to end by 11:30, and this is a moment everybody can support. We do have a budget. It is very much real, very much. We want to take care of Miss Marlinda in the back and the fellas, of course, and Bishop. So we ask everyone that can tonight to just give $25 for us that are leaders, entrepreneurs, us that can give. You can do 50. We'll double it. We'll do 50. And I'm giving 50 tonight as a leader in the vocation of how I serve. But everyone else, you give 25 when you do it. Just put a heart there. Help us make the budget tonight because, again, we are pouring from our hearts and just conversations. Conversation is life. Communication is key. Everything communicates. And it's so important that you take part of this information, this knowledge. And we want you to begin to give the 25. $25 now is really no money for a lot of us. And so some of us it is. But either way, I want you to begin to give. We need each one of y'all to begin to sow. Some of you all can donate. Some of you all are sowing, and begin to believe God for whatever you need God to do. Again, if you're an entrepreneur, you are a leader in your own vocation, we double it. I always believe in doubling, always doing, going above and beyond. You can't be a CEO and act as if you're an employee. We give on a different concept, a different level. So we give in the 50 as leaders, CEOs, we life coaches, we the vocation that we can give. But everyone else to say, hey, I don't have that, give on your level. Take part of this, because again, we do have budgets. There's always budgets. And for over 50, I think it's 59 weeks, almost 60 weeks, we have been pouring out every Monday night. Tonight you heard Pastor Frank there giving from his little bit of voice. Bishop is sneezing. You know, I have a sinus headache, you know, and we mask it just to do that. I have a bad sinus headache right now. And so, you know, and other fellows are going through whatever they may be going through. But and take part of that. And, you know, I found out, Bishop, we take things for granted until it's gone. You take it for granted until it's gone. Take part of this, that $25. Again, you're a pastor, you're a leader, give your 50, whatever that is. And then for some say, hey, I don't have the 25, give on your level, your $10, your $5, whatever it is, take part. Because again, we've gotten so many testimonies about people getting married, finding love, hearts being rebuilt. This is literally a public session of therapy. It's just, we just take it in public, giving you therapy, giving you concepts, counseling without you sitting here and just hearing us converse, hearing us have a conversation about pains and things. So go ahead. The information is right there. $ Greg Davis 10. Your PayPal is there. Contact Greg Davis at Gmail. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries, Zelle, Venmo. You can give it any way. But when you do it, just say done. We're standing with you. Just write done. Want to look at you. We want to give you honor as well for those that are giving that $25. Again, if you are an entrepreneur, a pastor, you leading, give that 50, double it. I believe in doubling it. And then for those say, hey, I don't have it. You know, give on your level. Some of you can't do 25, give that 20. But we need you giving tonight to believe God for where we are. If 60 people right now, if 60 people will begin to do what we call giving, something major will begin to happen. We have over I think it was over about 200 people. How many people, Bishop, we have tonight?
It was 320 at one point.
We had 320 people. 60 of you all giving 25. If you can do that, you know, at whatever level you can give. Some of us are giving the 50. Give for that sister that may not have. Think of that individual that may not have, that may not understand. 80 people give $25. You can do it. We have a budget. We want to reach this budget. Write done in the comments. We're praying. We believe in God. It's so important. And when it's amazing how we believe in information, but we don't give for it. Give for it. Sow for it. Whatever you give on your level, do it now. We see you, Pastor Herbert. Thank you so much, Pastor Herbert. We see you. Write that done. That 25, that some of you all can do $50. We giving 50. I'm giving 50 right now. Thank you so much. I see done again right there. Miss Cheryl Wise, thank you so much. Go out and come back in and let us know it's done. Some of you can give 50. And listen, some of you all may even go above and beyond and say, I'll give 150. Whatever dimension of giving you give on your level. Bishop Jackson has just gave. Miss Hall has just gave. We're giving tonight. And one thing about us, I tell people, information, it is your money makers right here. Your money makers right there. If you understand the concept that the more information you give, the more information you get, is the more wealthy you can become. We invest for information. So again, that $25, 80 people give that $25. If 50 people would jump in and do what that $50, whatever dimension you can give, that 50, that 25. Some of you said, I don't have a give on your level, but let us know you're giving tonight. Partner with us. Because again, listen, we've been doing this almost 60 weeks. That's amazing. Almost 60 weeks. That's a year and some change. 60 weeks going every week, every Monday, and going 2 hours straight, just talking, having conversation. Some of us are flying in. Some of us are with our children. I know Bishop Jackson's daughter's there. My son is right over there in the next room, you know. So we are giving and we're sowing, believing God, that $25. That $50. If you're a leader, again, an entrepreneur, a pastor, any vocation of authority, leadership, give that 50. Let us know. because I found out we quick to talk until it's time for money. Money, put your money where your mouth at. Give that 25, give that 50, and believe God. Some of you saying, again, I don't have it. Give on if $10, whatever it is, give on your level. Thank you again, Bishop, for the opportunity. Let's talk to everybody.
Thank you all as you're giving. We're about to go because if we go past 2 hours, we can't replay this. And so we're about to go. Please, ma'am, please, sir. Thank you. Those that are giving the 25. Great appeal, Dr. Perry. I appreciate you so much. Y'all don't see Marlinda behind the scenes, but she's there. She's pushing all the buttons, making life easier for us, bossing us around in the comment, in the back chat. So make sure that you give so we can be a blessing to the gentleman. I divide it equally amongst them. I'll take care of her and make sure that everybody is blessed. So if you would do that tonight, we appreciate it so much. We're about to go. Dr. Perry, Prophet Perry, Wednesday night, debuting his new show on the Word Network every fourth Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Fourth
Every
Wednesday.
fourth Wednesday. It is called Season of Wonders, right?
Yes, sir. You did it, Bishop.
Yeah, it's right behind him, y'all. That's how I did it. I read it. Seasons of Wonders. Tune in at 8:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m., 1 hour, 8:30 to 9:30 on Wednesdays. A faithful man shall abound in blessings. If you're faithful of another man's stuff, God can then entrust you. And that's not acting like you are. That's being sincere with your heart. Most people that get somewhere, they don't have the intention of getting nowhere. It just happens.
Yeah.
They just do the work. So I'm grateful for Prophet Perry. Frank, when you starting back up?
October the 7th.
You keep pushing it further and further.
No. Remember, I've been saying the first Wednesday in October.
And then you're getting ready to start a show on Clubhouse.
Yes, sir. October the 6th.
All right.
Tuesday at 4.
Yeah, Tuesday at 4.
5 p.m. Eastern.
5
4
p.m.
p.m.
All right. And Broderick is on 10 times a day. Now, no more? You ain't doing no more shows? You quit?
No. I'm just, I got a show I got to run by you. You going to tell me no. It's just that hot. But I'm going to run it by you to see what you say.
Okay. And Dwayne is on a hiatus right now.
No, I'm on IG. Just solely on
I
IG.
did the Wayne show tonight.
Oh, okay. So you're doing IG every Monday?
Monday. Yep.
Okay. All right. Monday, what time?
7 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Okay. And you're not going on tonight, Antoine. I could tell by the way you're looking. Prophet Claiborne is on Thursdays at 5:30 on Clubhouse, the King Me Room. And follow everybody so that you can know what they're doing. We're out of here, y'all. Continue to give. Take a shot of the giving information. There's still 200 people on here. If y'all would, please, 20 more y'all. If y'all just give tonight. All right.
Seriously, pray for my whatever I got going on.
They were sending things that they praying for us and our bodies and all. Let me tell y'all something. This is a bad sinus time right through here. Like for real. Those of you that suffer with sinus, and I have something called sinusitis, it's bad. My headache, like it'd be like right here. It just sits here.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I've ever lost my voice like this, Bishop.
Yeah, I can feel myself draining. Like I just like feel it's just like going down and just So I thank God for this rather than COVID though. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Pray for us, y'all. God give us strength. And we'll see y'all next Monday on week number 60. All right. Good night, everybody.